Welcome to the very first episode of Growing Up Greek. I am so excited to present to you the New York edition of Growing Up Greek. I'm your host, Athena Vaz, also known as the Bachelor of Greece winner. Today I have a very special guest, one of my very best friends, Athena Karas. Athena is the host of City Shrinks. She's also my best friend from 5 years old. We met in Greek school.
I'm dead.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Ελλάδα είσαι έτοιμη? Όχι!
Growing Up Greek.
Plato's this or that. Souvlaki or gyro?
Souvlaki.
Moussaka or pasticcio?
Pasticcio.
Athens or Thessaloniki?
Athens.
Syntagma Square or Monastiraki?
That's a tough one. Monastiraki.
Okay. Baklava or galotopouriko?
Depends. The galactoburicos depends from where. Baklava though. Because baklava is usually safe choice, you know?
Okay. Feta or halloumi?
Stop, you know.
I know.
That's tough. But I'm a feta girl. Even when I'm in Cyprus, I'm like,
Feta! Today I have a very special guest, Athena from City Shrinks.
hello.
Also my best friend in the whole world.
Yes. For many years.
My goodness. Athena.
Greek school.
Yeah, we literally know each other from kindergarten in Greek school. So I want you to actually finish this sentence. Greek
Why the tests? So many tests. Go ahead.
Because it's fun. Why be boring?
Okay.
Greek school was...
Eye-opening.
Okay, I like that.
Yep.
So Athena and I, we actually met in Greek school.
Και τα παιδιά μας από εδώ περνάνε όλων για να πάνε στα σχολεία.
When we were in kindergarten, I'll never forget, I went into Greek school at pre-K, pre-kindergarten, and then everyone already knew each other. There was like 20 of us. When we went into kindergarten, there was only one new kid.
This one.
I remember you were sitting in a chair by yourself. No one was talking to you because they're like, who's this new kid? And I was
Even
like...
in pre-K, they were like, bully, right? They were like, who's this new girl?
I
You
know.
It's like sad.
But I'm like, no, why is nobody talking to this new girl? She looks so nice. She has this most beautiful long black hair.
Yeah.
So I remember going up to you and I was like, hi, what's your name? And you were like...
Athena.
Όπα!
And I'm like, oh my God, my name's Athena. And then
I'm
you...
surprised there wasn't 20 of us in there. At least.
And you literally said, your name's Athena too? We should be best friends. I'm like, yeah, I like that. Okay. And then we just became best friends. It was really sweet.
Yeah.
And we still are. It's just even more crazy.
Yeah, what is it? They say that if you're friends with somebody past, I think it's like 7 years or something, they're like lifelong friends. something like
Really?
that. I might be wrong with the number. I'm just saying.
Oh, wow.
Something like
I never even heard that.
I said, don't quote me on it. I said something like that. I know somebody. Y'all can comment
So-
on what the actual years are.
I don't think anyone will understand Greek school unless they've actually been in Greek school themselves. And
Right.
the thing about New York Greek school, especially Queens, it hits different because we grew up in a school where we were so proud to be Greek and we were Greek Americans,
Right.
right? Like I'm 100%
Most of
Greek.
us, yeah.
But the thing with me is I'm not first generation. I'm not even second. I'm third generation Greek.
Right.
By the time you get to first generation, most kids around the world, they don't even speak Greek. They don't dance Greek. The school kept my heritage going and it made me
Yeah.
so proud to be Greek. And you, Athena, you're actually half Greek, half Latina.
Yep. My mother is Ecuadorian and my dad is Greek.
Yeah.
So I was the mixed kid in Greek school. One of the first, because there weren't many actually. I think now I'm pretty sure that it's different, but back in the 90s, I mean, I think it was me and like probably my cousin, that I brought to the school.
It's
so
true,
we could
you
go to
did.
the same school. But
Alberto.
yes, so shout out. So yeah, there were rarely any mixed kids actually, and I think that really made my experience of Greek school a little different probably than the full-blood Greeks, let's say, because everybody knew I was mixed. I mean, when my mom used to pick me up from school, they used to say, oh no, only her mother can come get her. And my mom is like, a dark-skinned Latina woman, and she's like, I am her mother. And then they're like, are you sure? And my mom was like, oh hell no. So then right then, that's what I mean by eye-opening, that I didn't realize like I was mixed, because both of my parents were so like intertwined with each other. Like my mother like knew all about the Greek, and my dad was like all into the Latin culture. So I never realized like I was mixed. I thought that was just like normal, that like everyone spoke, 3 languages and all that. So then I went to Greek school. I'm like, oh, I'm different. Like I didn't realize.
But I never even looked at you like you were different.
Well, yeah, because you're from Corona.
Oh, wow. I never
Wow.
Wait a minute. I
Hello?
never realized that that's why. So I always looked at everyone, treated everyone the same.
Yeah.
You're good to me. I'm good to you. My mom always brought me around all different types of people. So even before I went to Greek school, we would walk because I lived in Corona.
Yes.
And no one knows that the Corona's the hood, the Latin hood.
Yeah, yeah. Corona's the hood. Yeah. Yes, and
Yeah.
our Greek school was in the middle of it, which was interesting.
I know.
Down the block from like Junction Boulevard. Shout out to Corona kids. I don't know.
And everyone looked at me growing up, even to this day, that I'm some prissy, privileged white girl, and that's not me at all. I literally grew up in the Latin hood,
Oh shit. Here we go again.
and it was just so normal to me.
Yeah.
And all the Greeks used to live there, but they all moved.
To Astoria, most of them.
Yeah,
It
and
was
my-
like Corona, Astoria, Long Island, Bayside,
Yes,
Whitestone.
but my grandma, she was my yaya.
Γιατί έχω μια ηλεκτρική κουζίνα, έχω ένα θερμοσύφωνο και ένα στεγνοτήρι, τίποτα άλλο δεν έχω.
I love my yaya. She'd be like, I'm not leaving my house. This is my house. I don't care.
So you're third generation. Your mom and your grandma were pretty good. I will say.
My best friends in the whole world.
Yeah.
So I remember I would walk from my home to go to Greek school, and on the way we would stop at the public school. So my mom wanted me to be around other kids that weren't just private school kids. So she had me have breakfast with the other public school kids. And I would always ask her, Mommy, how come we're here and not in the Greek school having breakfast? She said, because I want you to be friends with everyone.
Yeah.
I want you to know everyone.
Your mom was the best.
It was so nice that she did that.
She was lovely to me too, especially when I felt like when I get like, it's your first school and to be mixed and kind of like outcasted that way. Even my own family or like my yaya was like, like your kids are mixed.
Hi, good morning. Where are you from?
Είναι Έλληνας.
It wasn't. I mean, now it's much different. Thank God, the inclusivity. But back in the '90s, it was still a little bit like weird.
You know what? Thinking about it, when we did the cheerleading in 5th grade, we had uniforms from the year before, and they were handed down to us from the older grade, and there wasn't any uniform for you, and everyone was just like, too bad. And my mom went so far to go find the same black uniform, but it was too late to make the Tigers
The
logo.
Stop.
What did she do for you? This is
She
so
literally
sweet.
she traced out. She made it. I don't know if it was like Velcro or like felt, and she traced the logo out and she cut it out and she like glue it onto the thing. And I showed up, and then everybody's like, "Yo, where'd you get your uniform? Junction Boulevard?" And I was like,
My mom made that for
"I
you.
know." And I was like, "Wow." Your mom was honestly a gem. Like she made me feel so like accepted and included. Like we would go after school, hang out, go to Junction. There's where the Corona kids used to go, or avoid. I don't know. But yeah, she really changed my school experience. Like my mom didn't trust anybody because I'm first generation, so my parents are not born and raised in New York, right? So they were like super, treated. I feel like first gen kids, like they kind of come with the mentality and they're like, you're not sleeping over everyone's house. You're not talking, don't talk to anybody. You're not walking anywhere by yourself. But you were like the only person that, my mom was like, oh yeah, oh, okay, you can go with Athena and her mom, because she really felt the love from your mom, like the acceptance, because a lot of the moms didn't really, because I was like the Latina mom and whatnot. So she wasn't really like, she didn't participate that much in like the Greek moms stuff or whatever.
I never even realized that you were so isolated because you're my best friend.
Yeah.
So
I never felt it.
you
though,
never
being your
told
best
me.
friend.
Yeah.
But I never. That's what I'm saying. I noticed it, but I didn't have to feel it because I had like those 2 people that, made me feel like, okay, it's okay. Like it's almost like it was like a distraction from like. I think my experience probably would have been way worse if it wasn't for you.
Oh, I
and your
love
mom.
you, Athena.
Stop. Was this supposed to be sentimental? No, but it's true. It's true.
But we bonded so hard in Greek class. Oh my God, because we had Mr.
Okay,
Funda.
because we were both in B level. Okay, so there's 2 levels to Greek class. So by the way, you should tell people like that don't know about Greek school. It's not just like a Saturday school. It's like
Oh, they don't know.
No, like a lot of people, even when I go overseas, when I'm in Greece or in Cyprus, they're like,
Oh,
Greek school,
okay,
what is
guys,
that?
we had Greek school that was literally 8 hours a day.
Yeah,
Greek
like
school.
full blown Greek. It was school.
Yeah. We learned math, science, history,
Greek language.
Greek dancing. We
Religion.
did religion, θρησκευτικά.
Yeah.
And we weren't allowed in that class until we were older.
Right.
Because the other kids were like full-blown hardcore Greeks where
Yeah,
their
they
parents
were
would
fluent in Greek.
yeah, their parents would speak to them in Greek. My parents never spoke to me in Greek.
Right.
And I'm third generation Greek, but like they speak Greek, but like they never spoke to me in Greek. So my mom didn't want me to have pressure in the hard level Greek class, so she put me in the slower Greek class. So I didn't learn that well. But it wasn't supposed to be like that.
No, yeah. No,
We were supposed to learn more.
My dad did the opposite. My dad would see my Greek homework and he's like, Kala, δεν το ξέρεις αυτό? I was like, of course I know it. Because my dad spoke like not to us. My first language is actually Spanish, actually.
Oh,
yeah.
Athena.
And I learned Greek like more in Greek school.
También.
And, like, well, she knows Spanish because she's from Corona.
Sí, hablo
But,
poquito español.
yeah, like when we were at Junction, you were talking to everybody. You didn't need anybody's help. You were just like talking to everybody. But my dad was the opposite. He was like, why are you in this class? Like, you know this is too easy for you. You're not going to learn Greek like the way you're supposed to. And like, because he would just look at it. And I'm like, I don't know. I was like, that's the class they put me in. And so my dad's like, why? Is it because you're half Latina? Like, they assume that you don't speak Greek, that we don't speak Greek to you. I was like, I don't
No
know.
one will know
yeah.
about our class because the other Greek kids, they have no idea what we went through in that class.
I feel like the B-level Greek class we used to get, because they would put like us, and then they would put like the kids that were like not Greek at all, because there was like
They put the half Greek kids in the B level class.
Correct,
And then they put the
correct.
full Greek kids in the level
Kaya
A.
Kondu.
Miss Kondu. Oh, she was sweet. She was just strict. Yeah. Well, I like that. That's how I teach too.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
a
I'm
strict teacher.
hardcore when I teach.
Yeah. No, but I was like, oh, but I don't want to like leave my friends. We had so much fun in Mr. Funda's class. If
I
anyone
didn't have
remembers
that
Mr.
much
Funda's
fun,
class- There was like
bro.
literally 5 of us in that class.
I got sent to the principal's class. The principal's office. He said, underline the unknown words. I genuinely didn't understand, so I underlined the whole story. And he goes, μου παίζεις. I was like, δεν παίζω, δεν καταλαβαίνω τίποτα, τι να σου πω. And then he goes, φύγε από εδώ τώρα. Take your books and leave.
Τέτοια τάξη, τέτοια αλφαδιά δεν την έχω δει.
And I'm like, Mr. Funda.
Yo, he hated us.
Well, I underlined everything except for
I
que,
used to
for
see-
que and to.
Stop. My dad, I used to go for... Okay, shout out to Athens Cafe in Astoria.
Stop it, there's spanakopita.
Αλλά εσείς άλλα πράγματα σκέφτεστε. Να μπουκώσετε.
But they're over now, they're done.
R.I.P. We used to be there. We used to go for coffee, like, I don't know, 3 times a week. And I'd be sitting there and I'll see Mr. Funda with his briefcase, like walking through like Astoria. And I'm just like, Mr. Get your Funda.
Tamata.
And he goes, and he would look at me, he would like literally start charging, like running away from me. I was like,
Stop
yo,
it.
this guy hates me. Like we used to, because you had to entertain yourself, because the Greek was so basic. It was like, the cat is on the table.
Ρίκια, τούκια, όλα μαζί. Πάρ' τα και μην τα διόμηκες στο κέφαλι.
How do you say this in Greek? And my dad would be like, there's no, like, what, I'm paying all this fucking money for you to learn how to say the cat. Who's like, who gives a shit about the cat that's on the
Oh my
table? Like,
God.
So, you know, there was like 5 of us, but it was like a little family. And like, we were so isolated from like the other
We
Greek
really were
fluent kids.
isolated, man.
Yeah. They gave us like the teacher's room where they used to eat. That was our classroom.
Stop
Do you
it.
remember?
Stop
We had
it.
like a little round table. It was like next to the fridge.
Stop.
Or like in the library. They used to like shove us into closets. Okay, and like little rooms to teach us Greek.
You know what though? Shout out to our parents who they didn't have a lot of money growing up.
Κάργα λεφτά.
We weren't the rich
Right,
kids. There was
right,
rich kids in the
right.
school, but our parents sacrificed so much to be able to put us in this
Yeah,
private school.
it's true.
And I owe everything to my Greek heritage to this school.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't be so proud if I wasn't put in that
No,
school.
y'all, it was drilled. It was like morning, right? Prayer, Greek prayer or whatever, right? Okay, pledge allegiance.
Patrimon.
Patrimon, right?
Yeah.
And then literally before you start your day, right, you have 2 flags: Greek flag, American flag. Pledge allegiance to the Greek flag.
First, we say it in
first.
Greek.
Say it in Greek. Then pledge allegiance to the
American flag.
Okay. Cafeteria before everybody ate. Προσευχή.
Yeah.
Okay.
Προσευχή always.
Always, right?
Always.
3, church. The church was across the street. So it was like immersive. I think that's the best word.
And you know
right?
what's pretty cool? The fact that I don't live in New York anymore, so I never knew about other Greeks in other places. But after living and seeing, like, I've lived in Chicago for a little bit, I've lived in Florida for a little bit, I've lived in California, I see that the Greek heritage is the strongest in New York. But Astoria, New York, because I've lived in Long Island too.
I mean, yeah, Long Island.
It's not like Queens.
You're not gonna like listen. We're saying old Astoria because
I don't know what the new Astoria is like. I moved
Stop.
out.
sad. I
Stop.
say it's everyone left. You know, it's a different time. I mean, everybody who would watch this will know that it's kind of sad. You know, but but you see, we still try, right? We still try to like, you know, link up like the Greek parade and
Oh my God, the Greek parade! I would dress my
all
grandma.
the Greek schools who had beef. Like, who was it? The Bronx. The Bronx hated Corona, like, right? Corona,
Oh,
the Bronx.
yes.
Like, we always had beef for whatever reason. I don't know why. The other schools were just like,
Well, Greek.
Whatever.
Because of Greek school, I had like a little traumatic story in like 8th grade. That's the reason why I stayed a virgin till I was almost married. Till I was 26. Because of Greek school. Because of the shit that I saw.
I feel like school in general at that age was traumatic.
Well, Athena, yeah, but I still don't drink till this day because of what I saw in Greek school.
Δεν θα βγάλει πουθενά αυτή η κουβέντα.
I feel like you see worse shit in any schools.
I don't know, but I'm just gonna say the Greeks start young.
I mean, I don't know. Speak for other grades. I don't know. But
I'm like, I'm not doing nothing till I'm married. I'm gonna be like, Panagia, and I'm forget about it.
she'd be like across the street at the church.
But look at us now, Athena. Look at us now. Who would have guessed you'd become the master of city shrinks?
Hello.
You literally have bachelor's, master's in psychology,
Κάτι τέτοιο πρέπει να είναι.
Yes.
right? And now
PhD.
you're
working
getting your
on
PhD,
right?
which is
Yeah.
amazing. And who would have guessed that I have 60 credits towards my PhD in mathematics?
Yeah. You see, so
Like-
you know, good basic foundation. Why not, right?
Yeah.
It's because
Yeah.
again, it wasn't just, you know, yeah, let's like immerse them in this Greek culture. Like even our teachers were mostly Greeks, right? So like, you know, you'd be in math class and they'd like shoot out Greek words and they talk to you in Greek sometimes. So it was super immersive, but I think it was an excellent educational foundation for us, to be honest. I'm grateful for it, even though it was eye-opening and I did experience like, you know, I think I wouldn't have that experience being in a normal, like a non-Greek school, like, oh, that I'm mixed and whatnot. I think I felt that extra because I was in Greek school, but you know what? I'm glad for it. Like, it is what it is. Now, there's tons of mixed, right?
There's
That's
a lot,
not a thing anymore.
and it's completely normal.
Absolutely.
Yeah, everyone's at peace now.
Like,
it's
think
different.
about how some of
It's
the Greeks
accepted.
and Latinos are. Like, if you really think about it, we're both loud. We like to party.
I love the Latinos.
Right?
I know, I love
like,
the Latins.
how, in reality, if you think about it, like, you know, Jackson Heights is here, Astoria is right
I
there.
know.
Like, you know, at the end of the day, it's they're not that much different. But
Well, we have a Greek word of the day,
which
philoxenia.
Mr. Funa didn't teach us that one.
He did not. Being a friend, philoxenia, being a friend to strangers.
Τι μιλάς ελληνικά.
Μιλάς ελληνικά.
Μιλάς ελληνικά.
Όχι, εσύ μιλάς ελληνικά.
No.
So when you see someone that you don't know, instead of judging them and being like, who's this new person? You become their friend, make them feel at home, make them feel comfortable because you never know what somebody's going through.
Yeah.
So accept people and bring them into your circle.
Yeah.
Invite them to your pareja, to your group, and just be nice.
Yeah.
Right? So I want to know, nights out in Astoria, where is your favorite place to go in Astoria of all time? Back in the day, though, not now. Back in the day.
Now, where is there to
I know.
go anymore? I mean, there are places, but nothing beats, like, I'm telling you, that was just like my entire adolescence, right? I mean, if you think about,
Δεν ξέρω. Τώρα ό,τι βγει. Πάμε, καλά.
I mean, I've been out, like, if you talk about like Zodiac, right?
Bro,
like, our parents
Zodiac!
taking us to Zodiac, we're falling asleep on the
Stop.
chairs.
The spanakopita at Zodiac was so good.
Right? We're talking about Athena had a little moment.
Stop it. Rafina was my place.
I ran into you a lot of times with you and your yaya.
Oh my God, forget about it. Like, whenever I would break up with somebody, like my first boyfriend, I broke up with him. I'd be like, Yaya, what are you doing right now? She's like,
I knew something was up when I would see her out.
right?
I knew something was
because
up.
I never came out. And I'm like, Yaya, what are you doing right now? She's like, watching TV. And I'm like, all right, put your clothes on, put your dancing shoes on, because we're going to Bouzoukia.
That's
Or she's like, I'll be there with bells on. So I take Yaya out.
I always
Right?
see you and Yaya out at the
It was
Bouzoukia.
the best. Yaya was my whole world. Like, we would go dancing with Dennis in Rafina. There's no place like Rafina.
Rafina had a moment. Rafina had a moment.
No, bro.
But
Like,
it's not in the story.
Rafina.
That's the city, so we're not gonna give it that too much.
But after we went there, then we'd go where?
Jimbo's.
Jimbo's.
You know, Jimbo's is still having a moment. Shout out to Jimbo's, right? That hasn't let us down until now. At the end of the day, like Jimbo went from the after party place to like the only place. Like,
I'd get made fun of hard. My 19th birthday, I tried to get into Pasha. My friend brought my friend.
Oh man,
Bro,
Pasha.
my friend was
stop.
Colombian. She brought an Asian girl's ID, and I'm like, "You sure you can get in?" She's like, "Yeah, this looks like me." I'm like, "Bro, like this does not look like you. We're not gonna get in." It's
Pasha
my-
was pretty
right?
strict. Yeah.
So my 19th birthday, we couldn't get into Pasha because she brought the wrong ID. So I'm like, "Fuck."
Stop,
The
you took
only
her to
place that
Jimbo's.
was open is Jimbo's. So I spent my
Jimbo's.
19th birthday in Jimbo's. I was like,
You're not supposed to go to Jimbo's till you're 90. No, I'm joking. Things have
I
changed.
love
That's how it used to be.
Bouzoukia.
That's how it used to be.
but hold on. All my friends are always 80 years old because they're the only ones who got me because I have an old Greek soul.
But-
Μπράβο! Είσαι Έλληνα.
Yeah, but you can't bring up a story. You can't talk about Caprice. R.I.P. Caprice.
Well,
Caprice.
okay, Caprice.
You went
yeah.
there a lot for whatever reason in the Caprice days, but you know that was
Because
the
I
thing.
didn't go out like
it
that.
was like it was like great. Like first of all, DNA. You
Oh
went
my
there
god,
for
I went
DNA.
there for Halloween.
DNA was the spot.
Yeah.
Right, then you have you
Wait a
meet
minute,
up
we
for
saw
coffee
what was that guy's name? Kadziani? We saw Kadziani there.
at DNA.
I was wearing a Greek flag like dress.
Yeah, they would have like Greek nights and things like that. So it was always like DNA, right? Then you have Caprice. Then you had Jimbo's, right? The classics.
Oh, wait a minute,
But
Plato's? I had my first kiss in Plato's.
Those, you know what?
With my first
I wasn't a fan
boyfriend.
that much of Play. I mean, different crowd, you know, but I don't know. I didn't do Play-Dohs that much for some reason. I think I was at DNA.
Oh my god, Onira.
Okay, Oniro was a brief
Stop
moment
it.
in time.
Wait a minute, but it was the best. Like, I would leave college.
I had a birthday. Yeah.
Yeah, just to come there on weekends. I'd be like, I have to go to Oniro. Like, I found this one guy I was freaking like, I'm in love with. I'm like, I have to go see him. And then we play this little cat and mouse game the whole time. And then he tried to take me to the bathroom. He knocks on the door. I was like, what are you doing? He's like, we're gonna go in the bath. I was like, to do what? I swear to God, I got so mad for him to even the audacity to be like that. But then I realized like other girls were being taken into the bathroom. I'm like, oh, it's a thing here.
I didn't know. I knew I didn't want to hang out that much at that place.
Yeah.
The
And then
place is like, you know, it's like a little hole in the wall. Like, I don't know.
they painted the floors red one night. Who paints the floors red right before? Who paints the floors red? Period.
See, I don't remember that. I was probably in DNA somewhere. Who the hell knows? Right?
Probably. Everyone was
I was like
covered.
wearing my house music.
Well, Athena,
era.
you know when you dance in Mexico, you hit the floor, you go on the floor, you go on your knees, you go bam, 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 right? Opa.
You have red paint all over your hand.
There was red paint on everyone's clothes because everyone was doing some Mexico on the floor. Everyone left, and my mom was like, "What the hell? Was there a murder scene in there?"
Cancel από αύριο πρέπει να το κάνετε κανονικά.
'Cause my mom would wait for me with Yaya at Ammonia. So when I was finished, because they would go have frappe and whatever.
Ammonia, shout out to Ammonia.
I know.
Right? I haven't been there in so long.
Yeah, because I would never hook
I
up
was
with a
at
guy.
Athens Cafe or that, or like Grand before it changed, Avenue before
Oh,
it changed.
yeah.
Everything changed.
That was fun. Well,
Those
yeah,
were
my
the
mom
best
would
days
always
of my
wait for
life.
me to drive me home. I'm like, yeah, you can wait for me. I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I'm like, sometimes she would even wait outside in front to make sure that like I was safe.
You were that girl.
But I didn't care because I wasn't doing anything. My friends would always come
But
out
like
with guys.
you don't even drink. Like you couldn't drink. Like you know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
the point was my mom wanted to make sure that my friends, because my friends would always get guys, my friends would drink. So my mom wanted to make sure that my friends were okay because she'd be responsible for them. She knew that I wasn't doing anything. Like I was the only one of my friends. I wasn't drinking or bringing a guy home, really.
Στα beach bar, όπως μας λένε και οι επιχειρηματίες.
We didn't hang out like that in college.
No, you moved to Long Island.
I know, because I went to Stony Brook. So,
Right.
yeah. Oh my God, my first time in California was with you.
Stop.
And
We were. If y'all don't know Athena eats like only Greek food. Like she can't eat. I don't know. She.
What's
eats,
my
like,
favorite food?
I don't know, like a souvlaki stick and a Greek salad at the most.
Choriatiki, feta, souvlaki.
That's like
Baidakia?
she can eat that like 3 times a day, or like
Forget
a
about
pork
it.
chop sometimes. Like, but it just it be in the mood.
No pork chops.
But yes.
Baidakia. Lamb chop.
Oh,
Pork
lamb
chops are
chops.
dry, man.
It depends who made it, because I made pork chop one time and you liked it. Unless you were lying.
No.
Okay. I made some nice chuletas and you were like, Athena, this is good.
Chicleta.
Yeah. Stop.
How much did I spend on an Uber to go get a Greek salad as soon as we landed in
Like
California?
100. She's wild. You know, we were on a hunt. So I don't know what it is about Cali. So we go for the first time to Cali. And we're just like walking around. And like the gods out of the heavens. I remember, what was it? Avra had just opened in Beverly Hills.
Oh my God. I
Thank
died.
God.
My favorite
Okay.
place of all time.
We're walking around Rodeo Drive and we're like, there's no Greek food anywhere. I think I only saw, like, till this day,
But
I have no idea where the
you
Greek
know
food.
something?
Malibu, I think there's a spot.
Yeah, but it's insulting, the Greek food in LA. Not at all the
Well,
places. There's 2 good places that I
You know
like.
more than me. I don't know.
I need to try more, but I cannot stand when a Greek restaurant claims Greek restaurant, but the owners are not Greek, the food's not Greek. If you're gonna put freaking lettuce in the choriatiki, that is not a Greek salad. When you crumple the feta and not a whole piece of feta,
That's true.
That's
What
not a
is with that?
choriatiki.
No, you need like the chunk so that the feta people can like take their big ass piece.
Yes.
And then
Oh
you
no,
can
I
do
take the
whatever.
whole piece for me. Thank you very much.
It was thespicious.
Feta on the side.
What is life without feta? I'm sorry.
This girl has a feta like issue.
Oh, you know, okay, you were with me when I was scouted to be on The Bachelor of Greece.
Wow. Βλέπω μια πολύ εντυπωσιακή γυναίκα να κατεβαίνει και κάτι κρατάει.
Έχω φέτα πρόβλημα και μ' αρέσει πολύ πολύ. Πρέπει να τρως. Έλα.
Τι, να φάω φέτα?
Ναι, τώρα. Έλα.
Πώς σου ήρθε
Περιμένω.
αυτό,
Περιμένω.
Τι είναι, από πρόβιο γάλα ή αγελάδινο?
Εγώ το έκανα.
Εσύ το έκανες?
Ναι, για σένα.
Η Αθηνά έχει ανεβάσει τον πύχη πάρα πολύ ψηλά.
Stop.
Everyone thinks that I applied for this. I did not apply. I was literally walking my dog on Rodeo Drive.
We were walking, and thank God, because we weren't going to go. We weren't going to
Well,
go.
we were in Malibu.
Well, no, we were, we were in what's that place?
No,
with
we
the
were
Ferris
in
wheel?
Malibu first. Santa Monica, Malibu.
Okay.
Αδυνατό να τον καταλάβω.
And then I'm like, we have to go to Rodeo.
And I was like, I'm
Sunset.
tired.
I'm tired. I said, girl, it's sunset. Let's just go. So we're walking. She's walking with her little dog, whatever.
He had a
And
sombrero.
The host of The Bachelor, I guess, Avra had just opened in Beverly Hills. Thank God. Okay.
I
so
love
we're
it.
Walking,
That's my spot.
Yeah. So we're walking, and so, anyways, they're filming for like Athena or something about they're on Rodeo Drive. I don't know. And like the dog, I don't know, the dog goes up. Something happened, and I don't even know how you guys started talking. But as soon as you're like, oh yeah, he's like, oh, what's your name? Athena. He's like, you're Greek, and then boom, right? That was it. So he literally is like, oh, like he scouted her. He's like, okay, you need to come on The Bachelor, etc. And this girl, she's like, oh, is that like a new show?
I don't watch
behind
TV.
her. Okay, Athena doesn't watch TV, so she has no idea.
Well, okay, out of my defense, I was taking care of my
Please,
sick
defend
mom. I
yourself.
was taking care of my
Yes,
sick
yes,
mom since I was 22. And for years and years.
I don't know. The Bachelor might have been before.
Well, I'm just saying, like, because I was taking
You don't
care of
watch
her.
TV.
Okay, yeah. Well,
You don't watch TV.
Well, still, I was in a time capsule for so long. I was in hospitals. I was just working, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
No, but
Yeah.
she's like, what is that, like a new show
I didn't
or
even
something?
know.
Now, I'm behind her, and I'm just like, what the hell is happening right now? And she's like, yeah, it's like she's like, maybe, I don't know, right? She's like, she
I
was
think
doing
this
her
guy's
podcast.
bullshitting me.
We don't think, and I'm like, this guy looks familiar, though. I feel like I know this dude, right? Like, I've seen him. So, because, you know, in Cali, you never know.
Yeah, well, in New York, like,
There's
you
like
don't
these
trust
rappers
anybody.
on Rodeo Drive, like, you know, or like, were they real rappers?
Well,
Like,
because
who the
I'm
hell
from
knows?
Queens, like, everyone's full of shit, so
everything
I
is
don't.
sus,
Yeah.
right? Like, we're from New York. We're like, okay,
Like, don't bullshit me.
sure.
Yeah, the host of The Bachelor of Greece. Yeah, right,
whatever.
sure, kala.
So they exchange or whatever, and then we're walking away, and I'm like, yo, we gotta, all right, just act cool. Like, we don't know this dude, whatever. We act cool. We turn the corner, and I'm like, yo, did that just happen? I'm like, I fucking know that. That is the fucking bad. She's like, Athena, are you sure?
Well,
I'm
long
like,
story
I think
short,
so.
I end up going
All
on
of a sudden, they're like, yo, can you get on a plane and go to Greece? I'm like, what?
Bro, I'm in Greece like this.
Like this.
Hop, skip, and a jump. I'm on The Bachelor. Now, I'm filming for 6 months, mind you. 6 months. I fall madly in love with this guy.
And that's another thing people think. People think that wasn't real. I'm like, you don't know, Athena. I believe that shit. I mean,
What's my biggest problem?
she's a romantic.
Σας παρακαλώ. Μαζευτείτε λίγο, κυρία μου.
I know.
Okay, and I'm like, I knew, I was like, she's gonna fall in love for real with this dude, right? Like, I know her that well. And like, she really did. And like, you like snuck a phone call or whatever, and you're like, Athena, I'm in love. I found my husband. And I'm like, oh shit. I was like, she got bit. That's it. She got bit by the love bug.
I really did.
Over.
We broke up, but we spoke last week.
Stop! Όχι τόσο μαύρη αγόρι.
He just said hi. Why not? I could. Am I not supposed to say this? Like, I don't know. Can I say this? I don't know. Well, it's just a hello.
I don't know protocol.
It's just a hello, you know. Just hey, how are you? We still keep in contact.
Yeah. I don't know.
Awkward. Okay, moving on.
I don't want to be involved.
Moving on.
I'm out of that life. I have no idea what goes on
God. There. Okay.
Awkward.
What is your favorite Greek food and dessert?
Random ass transition. My favorite Greek food? Damn, that's hard.
Well, I used to call Alexi my souvlaki.
Ναι.
I used to call Alexi my souvlaki. Oh, wait. No, I didn't. Wait. Okay. Did I?
You're talking about you're confusing your...
I'm confusing everything. No, I said he has 2 green spanakoppitas in his eyes.
Okay.
No, because Elena was like, Athena, I'm going to give you your souvlaki right here. I was like, I don't want your souvlaki. I want souvlaki to Alexi. Okay, souvlaki to Alexi. Okay, that sounds really wrong.
Censor this, podcast
okay, that sounds
soon.
really wrong. You have to watch the show to understand, okay?
I'm sure people will watch the damn show. Where was the question? Damn, I'm really...
What is your favorite Greek food and Greek dessert?
You said baklava. We said baklava already. Didn't you ask me that already?
No,
yeah,
this was the
that
this
was
or
a
that.
this or that.
But now it's your choice. Okay. What do you like best?
Well, I'm like a... See, Greek dessert. I'm like a baklava. Baklava is just like because everything else you never know. It depends who makes it and whatever. So that's like a safe choice. So the food is like Greek salad, lemon potatoes. Like if I had to choose one thing to eat, lemon potatoes on everything. Yes or no?
Oh my God.
Like
Sekaseto.
Who else makes lemon potatoes? I can eat those all day.
Oh my God. My mom made like lemon dessert potatoes. Like, bro. Oh my God.
That's my favorite.
Everyone would beg my mom to make lemon potatoes. Limonada patates. Oh my God. It melted in your mouth.
Anybody
it was so
take
good.
to a Greek restaurant and they're like, yeah, French fries. I'm like, nah, lemon potatoes.
Yo,
Trust.
you don't know.
Trust.
And I like it when they cut it a certain way. The traditional way to cut it. Not this new Kenurio stuff.
What's the Kenurio stuff?
I don't know. They make like little tiny balls.
Yeah?
I know.
Ψάχνω να βρω μια λέξη στα ελληνικά.
No, I don't know what that is.
I don't know either.
The real lemon potato,
like
you cut it with the wedge.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
When you make it too fat though, it's not as delicious.
Yeah, because it's not as soft.
Yeah, I don't like it hard. It's nice when it's soft.
I told you you're gonna have to censor this podcast without even meaning to.
Oh God.
Okay.
Well,
I can't wait till you play this one. But you're like,
oh my God. So
you didn't even do that on purpose. That's why it's actually like.
Well, speaking about dating Greeks, how do you think another one should find another Greek and date other Greeks who want to keep the culture alive?
I mean, I don't think the Greek culture is that strong. Speaking as a half Greek, the Greek culture is so damn strong. It doesn't really matter, because it just even if you marry outside of the Greek, whatever culture, you're still gonna you're gonna see it in the person. You're gonna see it in their children. It's really hard for it to like leave from you. It's that strong. So, for me, it's like if you want to mix it up, but that's just me.
Yeah, honestly, my whole life I was like, I want to marry a Greek, 100% Greek. It's my dream to have an Elinida Pethera. And that's always what I wanted.
Okay.
Yeah, but at this point, it's so hard to find anyone in general that I think if you're just a good person and they treat you good and you love each other, I think there's nothing wrong with marrying whoever you want. And my mom always told me that. She was like, Athena, whoever you fall in love with, as long as he's a good guy and he treats you right, I want you to be happy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm really feeling Italians right now.
The stallions. Yeah, I feel like people in my family were like, Athena, you have to marry a Greek because you're already... The bloodline is already compromised. That was like the thing in my family. Like, we did with the mixed already. You gotta. So, but anyways, I ended up with a Greek guy anyway. So
whatever fate has for me, I'm gonna.
But it would have been okay if it was like you said. I think if they're a good person, it doesn't really matter.
I agree. I just want to be.
There are some people that are like Greek only. I can only.
I know.
marry.
That was me my whole life. And now I got to a point where it's so hard in general, you know?
I mean, I
and
don't know
I
how
live
it
in
is in
California.
Cali, yeah.
In California, it's really difficult. So, and there's a lot of people who I don't vibe with, you know, who doesn't get me. Because sometimes I'm very misunderstood. Like, I look like a one way, but I'm actually completely different. I'm a
Yeah, they have to
romantic.
get to know you.
Yeah, I believe in only being with one man, you know? I want to be with just my husband. And I don't want to mess around with all these guys. I just want one man. So if I find someone I like, I just want to stick to one. I don't want to be dating. I don't find
She
that
doesn't
satisfying.
know. You don't know how to date.
Yeah, I don't. Because I just find one person I like and then we're immediately together. Like, I usually don't date. It's just like,
You
okay.
need to learn how to date.
I know.
You need to learn how to date, girl.
I know. This was so fun, Athena.
Yes, as usual.
Yeah, you're my fucking best friend. I love you so much, and I'm so glad that we did this podcast together. This is our first ever episode of Growing Up Greek. See, so let me do a couple little cuts.
Yeah, go ahead.
Next up, fuck it. I don't know who's next.
I'm dead. You could just use that. You're so stupid.
I don't know. I have like 3 in mind. Which one's it gonna be? It's whoever gives me a schedule.
I hope you reconsider editing this shit. I don't know.
I want to just give it parta Etsy, and that's it.
Okay.
Not parta Etsy. We didn't even talk about gestures. There's so many gestures in this Greek culture.
Go
Like,
ahead,
you still do
blueper.
this when you talk to people?
Of course.
I know, I do too.
What do you-
Like, "Τι
but
λες,
that's
ρε?"
like, yeah, but like that's also
"Τι
like a
λες?"
lyric. Like,
What are you talking
doing?
about?
Like, what are you talking about? Like,
I
Are
know.
you okay? Are you okay in the head?
Like, are you okay?
Like, that's what I say. Are you okay in the head?
Parta.
Yeah. Like, nah. I always do nah all the time.
I know, sometimes I have to be careful. Anyway.
Anyways, okay, bye.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this episode, make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below. What is your favorite Greek dish?
Yes, and check out City Shrinks also on Spotify and Apple.
Support. We love you.
Bye.
Growing Up Greek.